Welcome, welcome. My. There we go, there we go. And oh, that's some errors. Why is that not turning off? I decided as I'm doing a bit of a sports announcer bit, it'd be actually cool to bring over this little formal model of sports. I still haven't figured out how to fix the hair. It's quite the persistent issue, but weird. Ah, here we go. Yeah. But tonight we'll be playing Touhou soccer. Shuden. Or I probably butchered the pronunciation on that. Touhou soccer Mushuden. Yes, yes. And I was unmuted. I see, I see. That's just the other mic. But to get started with a little bit of context, Touhou Soccer Mushiden's an old Dojin game in the style of Captain Tsubasa 2. Uh, and the idea of it is you manage a sports team. Rather than controlling individual players, they kind of act on their own, but according to your strategies, uh, and you get to choose their various reactions and moves. It actually plays out very much like an RPG, and it's some of its fast and fluid animation and strange, and strange, super fun, almost snowballing quote unquote combat system where you can do these incredible chains between characters to get them to shoot goals or try to block the other team or whatever. Uh, but anyways, it also just too you get to see some awesome Danmaku moves. It's just great. But to boot up, get going, and hopefully I can switch it over fast enough so that you'll be able to see the intro. Oh my, let's turn it down to a more manageable volume. Whoops. Oh, I didn't get in time to do the intro. Here, let's capture specific window. Will it allow me? Because I am emulating it in Japanese so that it will actually run, though it has an English patch. Okay, now I click into it. Oh, it causes my screens to flash and flutter. Yeah, there we go. Oh, every time I click over into OBS, it has a bit of a stutter. That's unfortunate. How to size this so it fits on my screen? That's a good question. Here, let's jump over. Hmm. There, much more manageable this way. So let's reboot that so that you guys can see the awesome intro this has. Mm, mm, mm. I love it. You can tell it's the very, very old style of flash animation with all this symbol, like every hair piece being a little symbol but it comes together for these really fluid uh, part animations, which you just don't actually see that much anymore. And I really blame the absolute I blame the absolute trash fire that is Adobe for taking Flash away when it still remains as like you can see a Flash animation, you can tell this is great, and they didn't use too much work on it either. Like it's not like I made my little crude Flash animations when I was a kid, when I was a little tot. Uh, and you'll find also all those, old uh like the old Flash videos on YouTube. I think the ones that most captivated me when I was a kid was like the 20 ways to die, attempts to break down the castle or whatever. Styles of these kind of repetitive, nonsensical animations using game sprites or little quick flash drawn stuff. The thick lines around anything tell you it's Flash, and somehow Flash drawings turn out to be universally kind of it's really hard to draw something unappealing in Flash using the Flash like brushes. Everything has a nice curved off rounded look, but enough extolling about that. To start up, we're going to be booting into travel mode. And how this is going to work is tonight we're going to be building the first team over a set of matches, however far we get. And we'll pick up players along the way, their gear, etc., etc. And we're going to try to build just a functional team overall. And maybe we can try to keep it towards a theme too. There's mostly the characters here in this game are from Scarlet Devil, the PC98 era, or the earlier of the Windows era. Uh, Sadly, no Koishi, no best Touhou, but you can get a whole host of others, which are also very good. And I think in uh, in celebration of the wonderful little Flurpatchy, let's start off our team with Patchouli Knowledge.